What's up, everybody? Welcome to Kinda Funny Games Daily for Wednesday, May 9th, 2018. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the busiest lady in the business, Andrea Renee.
What's good, Greg?
Nothing much. Welcome home.
Hey, thanks.
How was your time away?
It was nice. It was very relaxing. Sometimes when I go home to Fargo, it's filled with lots of partying.
Sure.
Which is always fun as well.
Yeah.
But this time it was just a lot of like quiet family time, which is kind of what I needed. Okay. So I apologize to all the best friends who were on the subreddit trying to see if I was going to put something together. I just didn't have enough time to do it, but I would love to do it the next time I go home.
Do a meet and greet up there?
Yeah, so hopefully later this year.
Now, most important question of the day. How's this Destiny Warmind? I saw you playing Destiny. I saw you on my little PSN thing.
I was on last night.
What are the haps with it?
Well, I ran through the campaign, air quotes.
No, that's bad. If you're using air quotes already, that's bad news.
Last night with John Drake, and we had fun. It was good. The whole time he kept asking, wait, who is that? Wait, what is happening? Wait, what's going on?
That's just because your husband... not that smart upstairs. You know what I mean? You can't remember anything.
I know.
Doesn't know what he's doing.
Not the brightest crayon in the box.
Exactly.
So that's not true. He's actually the smartest person I know. So the campaign, of course, looks beautiful. Get back in. The first thing we notice is those beautiful skyboxes that Bungie is so great at illustrating. So that's great. The guns are great. The exotic changes are really nice. Haven't got a chance to test out as many as I would like because I have to infuse them all now to get them all up to the right light level. But I easily got up to level 30, which is the new level cap, just by doing the 4 story missions or whatever, and running around a little bit in the open world, doing some public events on Mars, which is the new public space. I don't know. I'm waiting for the challenge. Yeah, but you know, I stumbled into somebody else's protocol escalation wave. That's the new wave-based thing. And yeah, the enemies are challenging, and there are a lot of them. It's easy to get overwhelmed if you don't go in with like a full fire team. But excuse me. But so far, it's fun. I'm just, you know.
You're going to keep playing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely need to. I can't make a final judgment. I've only played about 2.5 hours. I haven't checked out any of the new Crucible ranking stuff. There's a lot more of the adventures I haven't looked at yet. So a lot more to explore. The raid lair goes live tomorrow. No, Friday.
Yeah.
So
I wish Friday was tomorrow.
Yeah, right. It's only Wednesday. But I want to see more. I know that I obviously brought some heat on this show and on what's good for Bungie and my thoughts. And those criticisms are still valid. I still am a little bit angry about it. But thank you for adding a dismantle button to the vault. It's the little things, you know, that will make it all the better.
Those quality of life improvements everyone wants from Destiny.
Well, when you grind as much as you do in a game like Destiny, like those little things do start to wear over time.
Sure,
so,
of course.
But yeah, but it was right back to the, hey, I've got gear that's
those
garbage.
Sirens are on our end. Sirens are here, not behind you in your car.
The game of dismantling and infusing. And it gets kind of exhausting, but I'm waiting for something good. I don't know why, Greg, all the hunter gear is just so ugly.
Really? No, but I'm a hunter.
I know.
That's so good.
So like I just have my two armor sets from the base game, the first expansion that I have got where I want them. I've got the shaders the way I want them. I'm like, I don't want new stuff unless it looks real cool. Yeah. So I got a piece of exotic armor that you get for completing, you know, the boss in the campaign stuff, and it's so ugly. I don't know what to do about it. I'm mad about it.
I don't like that one bit. Not a fan of that. All right. Well, keep us updated.
But yeah, so far it's fun. I'm going to be playing on Friday on the What's Good anniversary stream with the What's Good Guardians. So if you guys want to join in, we'll be having all those details on our Facebook page. Facebook.com/whatsgoodgames.
Good job.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, this is Kinda Funny Games Daily. Each and every weekday on a variety of platforms, we run you through the nerdy video game news you need to know about. If you like that, be part of the show at kindafunny.com/KFGD. Submit your questions, comments, bad PSN names, and everything else under the video game sun. Then watch us record it live on twitch.tv/kindafunnygames, or watch it later on youtube.com/kindafunnygames, or listen later on podcast services around the globe. Remember, if you're watching live, it's your responsibility to keep us honest by going to kindafunny.com/you're-wrong and tell us what we screw up as we screw it up so we can set the record straight for everybody watching later. Housekeeping. Today's the day, everybody. It's the one you've been waiting for. Over on patreon.com/kindafunnygames. Our party mode is up, where Andy gets so mad he almost quits and walks off the set. because Nick and I are assholes to him.
That sounds right.
Yeah, it's just $1. Obviously, you get all the other buck benefits for the month if you just go over there and support us. If you think we're doing a great job on Kinda Funny Games Daily, please consider going to patreon.com/kindafunnygames. Or no, yeah, Kinda Funny Games. You can get party mode there for $1. Or you can go to youtube.com/kindafunnygames right now and get the new free party mode that's available. It's Video Ball, and it's where we introduce calling Nick Daddy, which we'll all do from now on, remember. Nick Scarpino is now Daddy. We must all call him Daddy. You can see the Video Ball thing if you want to. Also, as you were saying, What's Good Games is having your anniversary stream Friday, May 11th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on twitch.tv/whatsgoodgames and youtube.com/whatsgoodgames.
That's right. It's our 52nd episode that launches on Friday.
Is it the day or is it the episodes?
Well, it's technically like this is the date that we could. It's not like the anniversary doesn't line up exactly because I believe our first episode was May 18th last year. But Brittany's going on a cruise.
Well, that's all she does.
I know.
How is she so independently wealthy?
You know, I think that she and her husband have sold like 17 companies or something like that. I don't know.
That's the way to do it.
I know, right?
We shouldn't commit to these companies. We should just sell them as soon as possible.
You build them up for 2 years and then you get rid of them.
So what else are you doing on the stream?
We're having some special guests. Joey Noel is coming by. Jared Petty is coming by. We're going to have some people calling in.
Nice.
We're going to be doing some community play sessions. We're going to be talking about our Patreon changes that are coming for year 2.
Very nice.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We'll probably be eating cake and drinking whiskey and wine at some point.
That sounds about right for you guys.
Yeah, on brand.
Yeah, exactly. Today we're sponsored by patreon.com/whatsgoodgames, but we'll tell you about that later. For now, let's begin the show with what is and forever will be the Roper Report.
I appreciate that.
Time for some news. What?
But I think you meant patreon.com/kindafunnygames.
No. I've been, since on these episodes where we don't have the sponsor, I've been doing it with patreon.com/kindafunnygames.
Yeah.
But my plan is when the guest is here and they have a Patreon, let them do it.
Well,
but
Greg, that's way too kind of you.
Well, I've been beating everybody over the head with the patreon.com/kindafunnygames. If they're not going to come support us now, they can get fucked. But it's time to spread the wealth around a little bit. And I want to make sure you're back. Let's do it. It's your anniversary. It makes sense.
Thank you very much. That's very kind of you.
4 items on the Roper Report.
A baker's dozen.
Thank you, cool Greg. Number 1, EA confirms that Anthem is set for a March 2019 release. This is from Alessio, would you say?
Yes.
Thank you. Ooh, I nailed it. Palumbi at WCCFTech. While you were gone, I started putting the authors' names in credits and stuff because one guy out there is starting to write for Twinfinite, and he's all like, "Please, I can't wait to have my name right."
Yeah, and then you trolled him.
No, I'm doing it right now too because I'm not even gonna say his name. I'm just gonna. Over there, they were talking about from the EA's earnings call the stuff that pertains to Anthem, where CFO Blake Jorgensen says, "In the case of Anthem, the real issue is the game will be shipped in the last quarter of the year and in the last month of that quarter." Of course, he's talking about fiscal year, so he's talking about the end of the 2018 fiscal year, which would be March 2019, it being the last month of the quarter. Meaning we'll probably have limited restocking of the title, even if it's extremely successful. Since it is new IP, we're being conservative in how we're thinking about it. We're very excited about the game. It's extremely unique, and I think players are going to really enjoy playing it, but we're careful not to put too large of a forecast in there. And clearly, it will impact this year as well as next year, as we not only continue to sell more into the next year, but start rolling out the live services associated with the game. We already knew 2019.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see them start putting stuff, even though it's very businessy, financially. We'll talk about that in a second, I'm sure, in terms of like how businesses have to be run that way. You think we actually hit March 2019?
I mean, I hope so.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they delayed from this year, right? So they originally were slated to come 2018, and then we found out that they're pushing it out. So, like, March is a great time. It's where the last 2 Mass Effect games released, I believe.
Yeah.
Kindafunny.com/you're wrong if I messed that up. But, yeah, March is great. I'm ready.
Yeah. Are you still pumped for Anthem?
You're excited? Absolutely.
Yeah. Just off the one trailer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, listen, it's BioWare. I mean, I've talked about it before. Like, right now, even after, you know, what could be argued missteps in Mass Effect 3 and obviously Mass Effect Andromeda, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah, it's the same thing for me. Like, I love BioWare. The Iron Man trailer looked cool. I want to know what that game's all about. I'm expecting with this, in fact, we get a deep dive at E3, right, in a couple weeks?
Yeah. So they've said that they're going to talk about it at EA Play. So I'm ready. Bring it on, Casey. Let's go.
All right. We'll see what happens. March 2019, not that far away. Number 2, Wal-Mart Canada has listed a boatload of games. This has been making the rounds. I saw it from Reset Area where Zombiejames.
This is such an exciting leak.
It's one of those where WARIO64 put it out too. It's all over the place. They had a whole bunch on there that are like, all right, well, no shit. Like Division 2's on there. They had a whole bunch of other games. They're like, yes, that's coming eventually, of course.
Yeah.
But then I put in the oh really category, right, of games they had on there. Just Cause 4, Borderlands 3, Lego DC Villains, which we've heard about before, but I'm gonna nerd out about it, so you can all go to hell. Destiny Comet, Assassin's Creed, Rage 2, Gears of War 5, Splinter Cell. You listed some more here. Dragon Quest 2 for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and Forza Horizons 5.
I mean, I thought we were on Forza Horizon 4. Wouldn't that be the next one? Because the last one was Forza Horizon 3.
Was it? I don't even know. But you're right. It's the one that got listed had a 5 on it for sure. So the question becomes, what do you make of this? So many people are jumping to the conclusion of E3, here we go. We're going to see Just Cause 4. We're going to see Borderlands 3. We're going to see Splinter Cell. We're going to see Rage 2. Do you buy it? Is that what's happening?
I mean, I think so. I mean, these feel right. These feel like the right time. I know you and Tim just talked about, after the Square Enix announcement with their press conference, Just Cause 4 being something that could happen. I mean, it feels like enough time to at least make an announcement about it. I don't think that game's coming out this year or anything, but Splinter Cell has been rumored for a long time as well. You know, Borderlands 3 we know is in the works. We haven't seen anything about it for quite a long time. What else is Gearbox working on? Yeah. E3 would be a great time to at least roll out some kind of a teaser trailer. And then Destiny Comet was the original like code name from the leak way back when. Yeah. I don't know if that has to do with Destiny 2's expansion that's coming in the fall. Would be the right time for Activision to talk about it if they are going to talk about it. Rage 2 though is the one
that gets you going.
Is the one that I really want, because I've talked about how much I really liked Rage. I know it was kind of divisive. Some people just did not like that game at all. Some people just liked the game but hated the way that they did the ending. They had this like cliffhanger ending. Yeah. And then they never resolved it. But like, I would love to see that come back bigger and better. I mean, because the last thing that it was working on was Quake Champions. So I mean, you know.
Here's my problem. My problem with the list is I feel like they're all there. I don't get me wrong. I could see a lot of these happen. A Rage 2, of course. Bethesda's got another E3 press conference. What are they going to show, right? Yeah. Just Cause 4, it came up yesterday when we were talking about Square Enix. Now we're doing a presentation. We're doing this thing. The problem I fall into is that I feel like these are educated guesses. And I feel like then it's just somebody at Walmart who's like, we need to have the UPC codes for this. We need to have it in the back end so that whenever it does get information, we can just go put the information in there. I feel like it could easily be that this is somebody who knows games, is making educated guesses, and is prepping for what they expect could be happening at E3. They want to make sure it's locked and that it's going.
But these retailers have conversations so far in advance. Yeah. I don't think this is an educated guess. I think this is a fuck up. Okay. I think somebody put placeholder stuff in and it got live somehow, and now somebody's getting yelled at somewhere in a conference room.
Well, no matter what, someone's getting yelled at somewhere about this. Because even if it was just placeholder stuff, like I'm saying,
well, did you see the tweets about from the Rage Twitter account?
No, lay it on me. I have not seen
Okay,
this.
so these came out.
But here's my thing: is like, just stick with me for 1 second. Okay. Is I'm not saying this won't happen. I'm saying, yeah, I would think a Rage 2 could easily happen. Just Cause could happen. I don't know if it will. Borderlands 3 is it the time for that? We've talked about it. Obviously, Lego, sure. Like Splinter Cell. Like all this stuff makes, but like Gears of War 5. Do you really think that's going to be an E3 thing? That's an E3 announcement?
I mean, why not? I mean, we haven't seen anything from Gears. The only thing that they've been talking about is the esports league that's been going on. But I mean, it's time for Microsoft to bring one of their tentpole first-party franchises back besides Forza. Sure. Because it feels like Forza's doing that every other year between Motorsport and Horizons. But yeah, so over on the Rage official Twitter account, they tweeted, "Hey, Wal-Mart Canada, at Wal-Mart Canada, here are a few notes." And they have the box art that Walmart listed. So this is just, if you guys haven't seen the box art yet, it's literally just a black box on the Xbox One green box.
That's and then how just most of these box arts are.
Yeah, and it just says white text Rage 2. So So what they did is they marked up this piece of art and they have it with like an anarchy sign. It says incorrect key art. They've circled that and it says wrong font, not all caps, like frown face. And it says missing an age rating. It says here are a few notes. And then Pete Hines, so Bethesda, at Bethesda's official account, responds, dude, with just a period. And then Pete Hines responds, beauty, eh? And then it's a photo of Rick Moranis. And oh my gosh, I'm blanking. What's his name?
Oh, the two guys from the Great White North. I forget.
Yeah.
The two comedians from Second City. Well, obviously Rick Moranis and the other guy.
So I don't know if they're just being cheeky.
That's totally them playing the game of like, well, let's lean into it and hey, we're gonna do this with all the social media accounts.
Yeah.
I don't know if I buy it.
But I like though that Bethesda has the flexibility to be like,
oh sure,
we're gonna why not? Let's make a goof about it.
They're a big publisher, but they like Pete is the guy who comes on everything and curses.
Didn't they have a leak last year before Bethesda Land with Prey 2? No, not Prey 2. Dishonored 2. Something leaked right before.
Sounds right, but it's E3.
Somebody sent it to me and you're wrong. Kindoffunny.com/you're wrong. There was a leak right before, like a day or two before their press conference, and like it was like discovered like what they were going to be announcing, and they were just like, LOL, whatever.
This whole thing seems too convenient. I don't buy that all these games are getting announced at E3. I think some will, but I'm saying I think it's all the Greg Miller read on the situation is I think it's all placeholder. It was all this guy. Let's just get ready. So when it does happen, it's similar to IGN when we'd build out articles in the back end for stuff getting announced. That if it did happen at E3, you could just pop in and put the date in or whatever you really needed to. Or like how like the New York Times does obits. Yeah, this famous person's gonna die one day. Here's a placeholder obit. I think like that's what this is because I think these games aren't out of the blue.
Which one is making you doubt that you're like, nah, this can't really be real? Which one is it?
Honestly, I think Just Cause 4 is one of them.
Okay.
Where I just don't know if Just Cause 3 was successful enough that Square's ready to make another Just Cause and they're going to bring it out. But again, now you have a presentation, you need to put stuff in there. I feel like we've been waiting forever for Splinter Cell, so is that really it? Gears of War 5 for some reason just doesn't strike me as that's going to be this year. I think we'd see a Halo before we'd see a Gears of War 5.
Well, we're definitely going to see Halo. Why not both?
Why isn't it on the list?
Why
isn't it on the list, Andrea?
I don't know.
They have everything else. Where are all the unannounced games I've never heard of? Where are all the games in there where I look and I'm like, what the hell is this WB thing they're supposed to be publishing that I've never heard of?
These are great questions.
We'll see, everybody. We'll see what's going to happen. And Destiny Comet, like you said, it was a code name. Why wouldn't they have the real name at this point?
Well, maybe they've decided to actually use it.
That's not how it works. You know that's not how it works. Assassin's Creed is just called Assassin's Creed?
Maybe.
No, not maybe. These are signs that this isn't 100% locked.
Whatever. Doom had another Doom. Tomb Raider had another Tomb Raider.
Here's the fucking thing, everybody.
Maybe they're rebooting the whole franchise. No,
awesome.
Gear. No, Assassin's Creed. Yes. So like maybe they're like, hey. We had Origins, now we're starting over.
I want you to all, and you too, because you'll be one of these people tweeting to me about it, I'm sure. I'm not saying these games won't be there. I'm just saying I don't think this person had inside knowledge that all these games would. The real test will be is, I guess, well, I would say the week after E3, but yeah, whatever. The Monday Games Daily after E3. When we're back at the desk and everything's normal, let's go through and see what didn't get announced on that. Because I guarantee, yes, some of these, like Lego DC Villains has been known or rumored forever. Right. So clearly that's the thing. Is that its title? Does that count?
Well, the reason I say that I think it feels real is because a lot of these you could take a wild shot in the dark and guess. The Rage 2 being in there is the one that makes me feel like it's real because who's gonna guess that sequel was coming out?
Everybody.
No, not everybody.
Yes, when we talked about the Bethesda conference, does that not come up as a possibility?
No, I'm the only one that's like, I want this long shot thing to happen, and everyone's like, nah.
I think it's gonna happen.
I'm with
you. I would have said, yeah, I thought Rage 2 had a shot before this. Michael Foodie wrote in to kindoffunny.com/KFGD and it says, assuming the Walmart leaks are true, how do these retailers' leaks keep happening? Especially this time with so many games being put up. Is it a misread date, accidental release with other games that were going up, or something else entirely? Should devs hold off on all marketing/information until they announce their game, or do retailers need to be held more accountable for things like this? Big question that I think mainly we hypothesize on. I think one thing at the very end is, should devs hold off on all it's not devs doing this.
No.
It's their marketing departments, their publishers who are doing this, who are like, go have a meeting with Walmart and talk about what games are coming up and explain why. And like, you start doing all this because they need to vie for shelf space. They need to make sure that when a lot of these people, I'm sure, are going to be, all right, cool, yep. Borderlands 3 is real. You can pre-order it right now on Gearbox's store, anywhere. Walmart wants to be able to click the button so that you can go get there and get the dollars.
I think the real thing that we should probably talk about, because trying to hold all retailers accountable is like shooting a moving target, because there's just so many retailers now, particularly with the online marketplace. It's like, why can't we just get these games announced like movies way out in front of their release date or even their release window and say, hey, this script is in development, or hey, this, this series is going to be getting a new installment. And that way, we know that it's going to be worked on, and then the reveal is something that's exciting. Because I think about the way that Activision is handling Call of Duty now, and they announce, the worldwide gameplay reveal is coming, May 17th. So it's not like we're trying to keep it under wraps, even though they have a leak. But imagine if they just said, hey, these are like the next 5 Call of Duties, like how Marvel's like, these are like the next 7 movies that we're working on.
Call of Duty phase whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they don't have a particular date or anything, but they're just like, these are on the slate and they're coming down the pipeline. So there's not such a pressure to keep the title secret.
Then you lose that E3 pop, though. Everybody wants that pop.
I don't know.
Yeah, you want the lights to go down and those 3 green eyes from Sam Fisher to pop up and be like, oh, fuck, Splinter Cell's back. You want that. You want that moment. And just getting the title pooped out, you're like, oh, okay. Even Division 2 was like, oh, that's a weird way to announce Division 2.
I'm with you, because I do love those moments at E3, and I'm like, the more I think about E3, which is like a month away now,
so close.
The more excited I get about
Judges
it.
Week for us next week.
I know.
I'm very excited.
But I think about San Diego Comic-Con and the tens of thousands of fans that line up to see a 90-second trailer.
Go to Hall H and wait
for
all
a
day.
game for a movie that's already been announced. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like the hype could still be there.
Sure, that's true. But still, you want to be surprised. You want to watch that trailer and be like, what? What? You want to be Tim Gettys freaking out about whatever.
Yeah, you want to be Michael Huber finding out about Shenmue 3.
Exactly. There you go. The 2 hypest dudes in the internet. Number 3, Capcom says they're going to be releasing 2 big games by March 2019. Again, another fiscal year kind of thing. This is from Oscar Dayus over at GameSpot.com, who says, Monster Hunter World was a huge success critically and commercially, and that success has helped publisher Capcom achieve its most profitable year ever. Now, for the current financial period ending March 31st, 2019, the company plans to have another big year by releasing quote-unquote 2 major titles. It seems like the 2 games will see worldwide releases and not be a Japan exclusive title. Capcom states the pair of games are part of a plan to promote a global expansion of major brands. There's no clues yet as to which series the games might belong to, and then semicolon. Mega Man 11 is scheduled to come out at some point this year, but it's not clear if this is one of the major titles Capcom refers to in its financial report. Capcom owns the rights to a number of big franchises, most notably Street Fighter, Mega Man, Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, Dead Rising, Ace Attorney, and of course, Monster Hunter. It's got to be Devil May Cry.
Yeah, it's time.
Like we've heard there's been so many rumbles about DMC and what they're going to do with it, and is it coming back, and is it I think at E3 we get Devil May Cry. We get a confirmation on probably PlayStation stage that, yep, it's back. Here it is.
Yeah, I think we did definitely cross Street Fighter off that list. I don't think that's happening. Ace Attorney,
is that a major game?
No, when you talk about, commercial success or 2 big titles, I wouldn't. It certainly has its own fan base, but it doesn't stand next to Resident Evil, for example.
I think Monster Hunter is going to continue to be supported, but I don't think that's what they'd be talking about in terms of having 2 major titles.
maybe get some kind of an expansion,
which
or
for sure we'll
big
get.
DLC drop, but
I don't think that's it.
No, I would say the best bets here are Devil May Cry and Resident Evil. I mean, Dead Rising isn't out of the hunt, but
they just canceled that mobile game, right, to move that team over to focus solely on Dead Rising. So I think you're getting more Dead Rising. I don't think it's
not this year.
I don't think E3 they do anything for Dead Rising. So yeah, Resident Evil, I don't know. Resident Evil 7 was so successful. Are we ready for another one right away? Are they that quick? Is it just a teaser trailer to say, hey, Resident Evil 8's coming? We have something there? Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, and I think Mega Man 11 obviously is going to be a big game, but I don't think it's one of their major titles they're talking about. But again, E3 right around the corner. And final piece of the Roper Report. Rest in peace, Miitomo. It's closed today. No story, nothing to say. I'm sure Andrew Goldfarb is mourning over on his Twitter if you want to go check on that. Andrea.
Yes.
I'm telling you, E3 is right around the corner. Can't wait for it. We're going to Judges Week next week. We're going to see a bunch of stuff. We won't be able to say anything for a long time about it.
Nope.
But we're going to know things, which is always exciting to know things. However, things to be known are so far away. If
true.
I wanted to know what games I could go and play in the mom and pop digital shops today, where would I go?
Why, Greg, you would go to the official list of upcoming software across each and every platform as listed by the Kinda Funny Games Daily Show host each and every weekday.
Yeah. Out today, God of War finally gets a photo mode.
So weird to see Kratos smile.
I know, right? But it's awesome.
weird.
God, I wish they had that when I was playing it. Subarea comes to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Inksplosion comes to Xbox One. Rocket Wars comes to Xbox One. Trailblazers, a game we like a lot. There's a party mode up on youtube.com/kindafunnygames. Comes to Xbox One. And then Zombie Pinball comes to Xbox One as well. New dates for you. Kabounce comes to PlayStation 4 May 29th. Star Trek Bridge Crew is getting new DLC on May 22nd. Descenders is going into Xbox Game Preview on May 15th. It's Han Solo Season in Battlefront 2 starting on May 16th. Reverie, right? No.
Reverie.
God, I fuck it up every time. Releasing on the PlayStation 4 Thursday, March 10th. Motion Twin has announced Dead Cells is leaving early access with a full release on PC planned for August 2018. Now here comes a bunch of Andrea stuff.
Yeah. Codemasters and Deep Silver today confirmed that Onrush is having an open beta that will launch on Thursday, May 17th and will conclude on Monday, May 20th for both PS4 and Xbox One. The PC Gaming Show, the 4th annual event for developers, publishers, hardware companies, press, and fans, returns to E3.
For nerds.
Hosted once again by Day 9. The show will include...
Day 9's cool.
Yeah, he's great.
PC
Sponsors
gaming's fun.
Oculus Rift, Acer, Improbable, Tripwire, Stardock, Frontier, and Team 17. The PC Gaming Show will take place live in Los Angeles Monday, June 11th at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So I think that puts it between Ubisoft and PlayStation,
Yeah.
who still hasn't announced their show yet.
They're coming. What if they weren't? What if they just didn't? Fucking crazy.
That would blow E3 up. The Steam Link app is slated to launch the week of May 21st, which will allow gamers to experience their Steam library of games on their Android phone, tablet, TV, or iOS-based iPhone, iPad, or Apple TV devices while connected via a 5G network or wired Ethernet to a host system. That means, of course, your PC or Mac. With Android access initially offered in beta, the Steam Link app will feature support for the Steam controller, MFI controllers, and more across both platforms. And then later this summer, Steam announced that the Steam Video app is targeted for release, allowing users to enjoy thousands of movies and shows available on Steam directly via their Android or iOS devices over Wi-Fi or LTE.
Okay.
Thanks.
Where's all this nerd news come from, huh?
Valve sent it to me. I'm on the Valve press media list or whatever.
They know better than to put me on there. I'll tell you what. I'd write right back to Gabe and I'd say, you better not screw up Campo Santo. All right?
Okay.
I want that game that I can never remember the title of to come to everything. Time for reader mail, but first I'm going to tell you. It's brought to you by patreon.com/whatsgoodgames. Andrea, what's happening over there?
Well, we have some really cool offerings over at patreon.com/whatsgoodgames. For just $1, you get access to our monthly happy hour Q&A live stream. So that's where we take your questions and have some fun in the chat. It is a private stream. It's always one of our favorite times of the month. You also get a Patreon exclusive video, access to our feed where we post polls for your feedback, where we post photos and a bunch of other stuff. And then we have a bunch of other really cool opportunities to do more if you are so inclined. We've got a secret segment tier where you can get access a month, 30 days access, or a private access to a secret segment, which is one segment of our show. So it's usually 30 to 45 minutes long, where we talk about a random topic, usually not video game related, which makes it kind of fun. This last month, we talked about what we were like in high school, which was kind of weird. And then the one that we're releasing next, I believe, is us talking about our prom and graduation experiences. Okay. And you get to see my high school yearbook photo. So that's a thing. Yeah. That happened. So that's
Is it different? I would imagine you look very similar.
I mean, yes, it's very different because my hair, I have naturally curly hair and I never used to straighten my hair. It wasn't until I had a CBS internship my senior year of college for my journalism degree. And one of the things you do at the end of your internship is the news director for the station watches your reel and then gives you direct feedback, and they let you like tape a segment at the desk, which is really fun. And he pulled me aside and he was like, you have to change your hair. And I was like, wait, why? And he's like, because when you turn profile to do interviews, you can't see your face. Because I had this like big bushy like curly hair. Sure. So he's like, you can keep it curly if you want, but you got to like, it's like it covers your face.
Oh,
and I was like, oh, it's things you don't think about when you start out on camera. But yeah, and then there's other cool stuff too. We've got a producer segment. We've got care packages. The postcards is really one of our fun things. We're adding a new tier, which we'll announce on Friday.
All right.
So yeah,
well, good.
Thanks.
No problem. Anytime. InduoRob wrote in to kindafunny.com/KFGD and says, with the announcement of Square Enix press conference for E3, is it possible to see Life is Strange 2? It's not possible. It's probable. That's a great point.
I would say, yeah. I would say this is highly probable, right? So Don't Nod announced last year ahead of E3, hey, we're working on Life is Strange 2. And I think that they did that to be like, you're not going to see it at E3. And then I honestly didn't see Before the Storm coming.
Oh, God, no.
And so when it was announced at the Xbox press conference, I think we all were like, oh my gosh, did we get Life is Strange before Life is Strange 2?
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, highly probable.
Yeah, at this Square thing, you're definitely going to get some kind of teaser trailer, or at least maybe even a full-blown trailer.
I mean, they have their own press conference. What a perfect place.
Exactly. No, but we left that off yesterday, I think, when we were talking about the press conference. That's a slam dunk that, yeah, you'll get more Life is Strange there. So good job, InduoRob. Giovanni writes in to kindafunny.com/KFGD and says, hello, Greg and Andrea. I was wondering what happened with Amy Hennig. It's been 7 months since the Visceral Games fiasco, and we have not heard of any new project from her. Has the person responsible for games like Legacy of Kain and Uncharted retired from game development and nobody noticed?
She's not retired. I actually saw her at Dayus.
I talked to her at Dayus for quite a while.
Yeah, that's where I saw her. I was like, I couldn't remember if it was Dayus or... oh, no, I saw her at GDC.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I saw her. So, yeah, no, she's around.
Yeah, she's doing stuff, but it's, you know how video games are. They take a lot of time, and you don't announce stuff till it's late. I have no idea what she's up to.
I don't either.
Yeah, I mean, for full disclosure, I don't know, but if Amy had retired from gaming, I think that's what she would lead with in the conversations we were having.
I'm sure she probably would have publicly announced, like, hey, I'm no longer working in games.
I think it's just to take a step back, figure out what you want to do, not jump onto the thing you feel like you have to do or whatever. Find a project that really speaks to you. But I can't wait. LukarWuff wrote in to kindafunny.com/KFGD and says, what's good, Greg and Andrea? I was listening to this week's episode of the Giant Bombcast, and something they discussed hit me like a sack of bricks. We are exactly 1 month away from E3. I know it's too early for specific details, but do you two have ETAs for when we'll know what Kinda Funny and what's good games have planned for E3? I'm going to be stuck at work during Gaming Christmas, and I want to make sure I fit both of you into my listening/viewing schedule that week. Thanks, LukarWuff. Do you know what's good is up to, or what can you publicly say about what's good is up to?
I can't publicly say what we're doing during the expo.
Yeah.
But we're doing a couple different things, and you will be able to watch us talk about games on a live stage somewhere, but I can't talk about it quite yet. Soon. But we also will be going to the press conferences. So last year we tried to do like a stream along from E3, and that didn't really work out. So our plan this year is to hopefully just do some like live reactions immediately after the press conferences. But as you know, like your internet connection at these shows can be kind of a crapshoot. Sometimes they have great dedicated press internet, and sometimes you're just fighting over the signal with everybody else. So it's hard to say. So during the actual press conferences, we will be in Los Angeles in the house watching them. But I actually have some really cool stuff happening for me at E3 this year, but I can't say anything about it yet. So maybe I would say in another 2 weeks, like 2 weeks ahead of the show, 2 weeks from now, I can probably announce. It's not up to me though. But
isn't that always the way?
Once we know, you'll know.
I'm texting Tim to see if I can confirm our E3 stage stuff we'll be doing. I doubt it, but I think you could probably put it together. Kinda Funny's E3 will be basically what it was last year for the most part, right? Saturday through Tuesday morning, we will be doing pre and post shows along with watch along streams here on twitch.tv/kindafunnygames. They will all be, of course, posted. The reaction stream over on youtube.com/kindafunnygames, along with the post show, which is a Gamescast episode of us breaking down that conference. The post shows will go up then as audio as well on all the MP3 services. Once we get down to E3, we leave Tuesday right after we do all our Nintendo reaction stuff. Go down to E3, immediately start seeing games, and then every day of E3, which won't be that many obviously down there. Tuesday night probably wouldn't make sense, but Wednesday and Thursday you'll get the whole, hey, we're doing the games cast after dark. Here's everything we saw. Here's everything we're saying. In one of those days, we will be streaming something somewhere with somebody, probably, maybe, of course. So, pretty much what you've seen before. You know how we run E3. Same old thing. It'll be great. Nathan writes in to kindafunny.com/KFGD and says, hey, Kinda Funny crew, long time, first time being read on the show. Parentheses, no, really. I've never been picked, so hopefully this one's worthy. I just finished this week's Gamescast, and Greg mentioned blowing the dust off his PS3 to plat Red Dead Redemption, which I immediately took back, if you remember. Because I looked into multiplayer trophies. Fuck it, I'm done. Nope, not doing this. I have a handful of simple questions about Red Dead, so please bear with me. My questions are, what are the chances of a Red Dead Redemption remastered for current gen consoles? Would it be smart since Red Dead Redemption 2 is a prequel? Would it have similar sales impact of GTA 5 on current gen consoles? And does Xbox and its backwards compatibility kill any chance of this happening? Parentheses, since this would only benefit PlayStation. I never got into it when it came out and can't be bothered to touch my PS3 to play it now, but I'd love to experience it. I can't find myself excited for Red Dead Redemption 2 because I don't have any affiliation with the series. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Keep plowing that soon to be a plate of buffalo wings, Nathan. You're not getting a Red Dead remastered. I think, yeah, Xbox's backwards compatibility kind of destroys it. Not to mention they've gone in there and really enhanced it for the Xbox One X. I hear it's awesome. It's beautiful. It's all these amazing things. It's on PS Now. You could play it that way if you wanted to play it on PlayStation 4. But more than anything, I think the window now is just so small. Of like, nope, let's get everybody excited for Red Dead Redemption 2. Let's get everybody ready to play that. Let's not muddle the message and put out another Red Dead before then.
Yeah, I think that they're kind of all hands on deck right now, making sure that Red Dead 2 is ready to go for October. So I don't know why they would divert resources to do a remaster.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been awesome, but it would have happened a long time before now, I think, for it. But I think with backwards compatibility, they feel like it's kind of taken care of. And with PlayStation Now to an extent, yeah, I just don't know if thered be an added benefit to putting it out another way. Which sucks, because, yeah, I'd love to play it from scratch and just go from there. But also, Nathan, you and I are just lazy. Just get out the PS3 if we really want to play it. You know what I mean? It's right there. Or use PlayStation Now, or use Xbox. But we suck, Nathan, I understand. Dillon B has the final question of a short Kinda Funny Games Daily today. Dillon writes in to kindafunny.com/KFGD, just like you can, and says, hello, KFGD. With all the rumors that there is going to be a Switch port of Fortnite, do you believe it is possible for it to be the game to release day and date with their online service and not Super Smash Bros., which seems to be what everyone else believes? I would say no, and I look to you, Andrea, for this a little bit, because I can play Fortnite Battle Royale free to play and not need PSN, right? Or do I need PlayStation? I'm sorry, do I need PlayStation Plus for that?
This is a good question. I don't think you do, but let me double check.
I think because Destiny is that way, right? Where if I buy Destiny, I don't need PlayStation Plus to play online. I forget. I thought it was that.
You need PlayStation Plus for specific things in Destiny, but not the whole game.
Because that's the whole deal with these games that are full-fledged games that require online, that they can't lock you out because they don't want you to buy it or get into it and screw yourself over.
The game will require a PlayStation Plus subscription in order to play in early access.
Oh, so when Fortnite's fully out, it won't need it?
Apparently. Let me double check this. I'm looking now. Here, Epic's. This is the... Do I need PlayStation Plus on epicgames.com? No, you do not need PlayStation Plus in order to play Fortnite Battle Royale on PlayStation.
Nailed it.
So, I don't know if what that means for Save the World. But
Save the World you do need, and I knew that, yeah, but Battle Royale you wouldn't. And so that, yeah, it gets into a sticky situation, and I think that, no, I don't. I think Fortnite is something Nintendo would really like to announce at E3 in their presentation and talk about that, yep, Fortnite will be there day and date when we launch it, but I don't think they want to complicate the message of you do, you don't, this, that, and the other. I think you just want to keep it simple. Battle Royale's coming to the Switch. It's free to play. It's free. You don't need our online system to do it.
Right, but interesting, you do need Xbox Live Gold in order to play Battle Royale on Xbox. Yeah, no, I think Tim was right in saying Smash is going to come. I mean, I also said that last year when we heard about, you know, they're going to be releasing this online system in September. I think it makes sense, you know, that Smash would be the one. Why wouldn't you lead with one of your own titles?
Of course, yeah. I think that's what it'll be too. I hope at E3 they confirm Fortnite for Switch though, because that'd be cool, right?
Yeah.
We like Fortnite.
I mean, yeah. Fortnite's great.
Time to squad up. This is where one of you writes in to kindoffunny.com/KFGD. Give me your name, username, platform of choice, and why you need help in a video game. I read it here. The best friends come and find you, and everybody plays games together. Today it's Oliver, who is very to the point. Oliver needs help on Steam. His Steam name is Nighthawk_65. And then what games do you need help in? He says GTA 5, Far Cry 5 right now. So those are the 2 games he needs help in on Steam. So Nighthawk_65. You can get in there. You can do it. I forgot that I added a new segment. And now the real test will be if Andy remembered that I added a new segment. Andy! Fucking, I knew he'd forget. I knew that fucker would forget. Because Alec wrote in and he wanted to know what it's like being Thanos in Fortnite. And Andy got to do it last night. And before this show, I said, hey, Andy, I'm going to yell for you during Games Daily. And he went, uh-huh, all right.
Well, you can find out by going over to Andy's Twitch channel and watching the archives. Apparently, he completely made a fool of himself when he was Thanos.
He whiffs it. He bricks it. He's not good at it.
Well, I mean, it takes a little practice from what I've heard.
I watched Lannon Laserbeam on YouTube get it, right? And he figured it out. He's like, oh, he jumps weird. Oh, this is different. And then he wins. Andy got it. He's like, oh! Hold on, come here. What's happening, Joey? Joey Noel, of course, esports shoutcaster. Everybody knows her well. She's here to break down where Andy totally shit the bed.
So I watched Andy stream for a little bit last night because I was interested to see how this game mode worked. He killed everybody else, got to 1v1.
And he was Thanos.
Okay. And then totally got killed at the last minute.
He told the story about how he got, because of the way that Thanos works is when you kill other players, your shield comes back, but your health doesn't. And so the other players had been whittling down his health. So he had a lot of shields, and then once the shield was gone, he only had like 100 health.
Punch everybody.
Left.
He wasn't using his laser. It's like, come on, watch Laserbeam, everybody. We keep talking about Andy's Twitch. Fuck that. Go to youtube.com/Laserbeam. He spells it weird, Laserbeam, but go over there and do it. Give Landon a follow. He knows how to play games.
Andy did say that this is really fun and he wants to play more of this mode.
Well, he should have said that before he just abandoned. Everybody just abandoned the ship. I know, it's too late. I'd rather just shit on him here. And he doesn't watch the show. He only watches the Lebitard show. He'll never know I'm talking shit about him. No, none of you be snitches. Cool, Greg. Cool, Greg. What happens to snitches?
I've heard they get stitches.
Thank you, Cool Greg. Andrea.
Yes, Greg.
We ask people watching live on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames to go to kindoffunny.com/you're wrong and tell us what we screw up as we screw it up so we can set the record straight. What did we screw up today?
Well, as I requested, Kebabs and both Zanfair wrote in to say, you are right, Mass Effect 3 released in March 2012 and Mass Effect Andromeda released in March 2017. So, Anthem coming out in March makes sense.
Easy shorthand for everybody watching. Mass Effect 2 came out on Damon Hatfield's birthday. So anytime I ever need to remember Damon's birthday, I just look up when Mass Effect 2 came out. That's from me to you. Helpful way to remember that.
All right, moving on. Let's see here. Capitalist Pig says that he is just mentioning the tweet that I mentioned with Rage. I don't know if that's a confirmation or it could just be a joke. Lord Pone confirms that Forza Horizon 3 was the latest Forza Horizon game. Lord Pone also says Borderlands 3 is currently scheduled for this fiscal year, according to Take-Two, and Gearbox has publicly said that they are working on the next Borderlands game. Yes, that's true.
Ah, man, next fiscal year.
Capitalist Pig says the other guy with Rick Moranis, his name is Dave Thomas. They are playing Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Thank you, that's helpful.
Mr. Yazman300 says the Bethesda game that was leaked before the E3 presentation was Dishonored 2.
Good job. You said that. You got that.
I did, yeah. So thank you for confirming for me. Lord Apone, Activision and Bungie have said that there's a fall expansion for Destiny 2. The code for the expansions were called Comet, but that was in the old leaked contract between Bungie and Activision. And this one would have been Comet 2. I'm fairly certain that Bungie mentioned more details were coming at E3, but they may have just said, quote, summer. Havoc Maker also says, Andrea, Evil Within 2 was the game that was leaked right before last year's Bethesda's E3 conference. It was an advertisement that popped up in the Evil Within subreddit page. Kebab says games aren't announced that far in advance because they can change so drastically before release. With a film, you generally have a good idea of what it will be about via script, while a game can have major features cut or changed. Well, I mean, I understand
but she was saying
that.
titles.
Yeah.
Hey, we're working on a Splinter Cell right now. We're working on this thing.
I'm not saying like, yeah.
She's not saying it's going
like
to have
a
15
Game Informer
players.
cover story or anything.
Days Gone, though.
Let's see here. This is more about the leaked. Oh, yeah. An E3 leak for Bethesda. Let's see here.
For those at home, I'm making a really good soup.
Kebab says the Xbox's backwards compatibility wouldn't be a factor for a Red Dead remaster. Currently, you can play the original 360 Burnout Paradise on Xbox One, as well as the recent remaster native to XBO. I don't know what the Burnout story has to do, except that Burnout Revenge is now on Xbox One compatibility. Woo!
I think he's just saying that. Why wouldn't they still do this? But EA and Rockstar are very different companies, and I think the time between Burnout Paradise and your next Burnout game is going to be way different than your next Red Dead and Red Dead 2.
True. Ignacio Rojas says, guys, you missed a news story. Variety reports that according to EA's CFO, Microsoft has sold, there's an extra word in there, has sold less than half the consoles PlayStation did by 2018. That would put Xbox One's numbers at around 30 million units compared to more than 73 million PlayStation units sold. We did see that story, and I think we just decided to not put it in the Roper report because it's not really.
I feel like that's exactly where they pegged it at estimates before.
Yeah, it's kind of not like it's. I mean, we could discuss it, but we've discussed it on the show before that we know that PlayStation is clearly winning as far as hard sales numbers go. So like we just chose not to put it in today. But thank you for keeping us honest.
And we decide what the news is, all right? You decide what you listen to, Ignacio Rojas. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Kind of Funny Games Daily for Wednesday, May 9th, 2018. Remember, each and every weekday here on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames, youtube.com/kindoffunnygames, podcast services around the globe, we run you through the nerdy video game news you need to know about. If you like that, be part of the show, kindoffunny.com/KFGD. Go to patreon.com/kindoffunnygames. Go to patreon.com/whatsgoodgames. Come back tomorrow when Jared Petty hosts the show. And remember, you have an anniversary stream on Friday.
Yes, 10 a.m. Pacific time it starts and it runs until 6 p.m. Pacific time.
And from what I understand, what we were talking about off air, at around noon, you're going to pause your stream so everybody can come watch Kind of Funny Games Daily. And then when we end Kind of Funny Games Daily, me and Gary Widow, you'll go back to your stream.
No.
Son of a bitch!
But if you need to take a break to watch Games Daily, that's okay.
Nah, I'm screwing around. Until next time, have a great stream.
Thank you.
It's been our pleasure to serve you.